Magic the Gathering is often considered the hardest card game, and as someone who is good at Hearthstone, trying to get Mythic, the highest rank in Magic, has always been really daunting. But I figured with the most recent rotation of Standard, now would be a perfect time to try. I began this challenge right at the start of August. The reason being is that your rank resets at the start of each month, so my goal was to get to Mythic in August with virtually no Magic experience. And obviously, this was a huge mistake. The first day of this challenge was extremely important. I had to pick a deck that was easy to learn to not only learn how to play the game, but also feel comfortable with the mechanics of Magic the Gathering. And thankfully, my good friend Covert Go Blue, who is really good at Magic, provided me with a deck that would help me with my climb. I trusted him completely, and the deck that he gave me was a very good counter to the most popular and arguably the best deck on the best of one ladder, which is called Mono Red. Now, for those who are not familiar with this deck, it has the potential to win the game because it's so aggressive. So of course, a lot of people use Mono Red to climb to Mythic. So I added an extra challenge for me that I was not allowed to use Mono Red, which is not a big issue for me. I'm not really an aggro player, but this showcased to me one of the biggest problems in Magic Arena: the game economy. Arguably the biggest reason why Mono Red is so popular is because it's a very cheap deck to bake. And of course, it being a tier 1 deck helps a lot, but if you're just starting out Magic Arena, this is a very easy deck to craft. And without going too much into it, this game costs a lot of money to make decks. And of course, I don't expect Magic to give me everything for free, but if I'm comparing it to a game like Hearthstone, it is an absolute night and day difference. Sounds 6 more, bro. Dude, this is uncanny valley type shit. This reminds me of the people from Bossing saying Avatar. I see them. How many more do I need? 4? $10 for 4 wild cards? And of course, I'm playing more decks than the average person probably would in such a short period of time, but I wanted to get the full Magic experience, and I will tell you how much money I spent at the end of this video. After getting all the resources needed to build the deck that CGB made for me, it was time to read over the cards and made sure I had a concept of how this deck worked. Whenever you control a creature enters, you gain 1 life. This deck has a lot of healing and can fight for the board pretty aggressively. There's also a cute little combo you could do with one of the cards, but the most important thing is that it's simple enough to get an understanding how to play Magic before I go to the higher ranks. And immediately from my very first game, I'm really glad this is the first deck I played. Seems pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna try our best here, chat. Please don't make fun of me. This is like my very first game. Okay, let's do this first because I'm gonna play this guaranteed. We can play this. Yeah, there's summoning sickness in this game. I gotta remember that. All right, whenever you gain life, so I should play this then because I want to start scaling her as fast as I possibly can. I could play this though. It's probably this. She seems like the most important thing to play. Magic the Gathering is often considered the hardest card game, and as someone who is good at Hearthstone, trying to get Mythic, the highest rank in Magic, has always been really daunting. But I figured with the most recent rotation of Standard, now would be a perfect time to try. I began this challenge right at the start of August. The reason being is that your rank resets at the start of each month, so my goal was to get to Mythic in August with virtually no Magic experience. And obviously, this was a huge mistake. The first day of this challenge was extremely important. I had to pick a deck that was easy to learn to not only learn how to play the game, but also feel comfortable with the mechanics of Magic the Gathering. And thankfully, my good friend Covert Go Blue, who is really good at Magic, provided me with a deck that would help me with my climb. I trusted him completely, and the deck that he gave me was a very good counter to the most popular and arguably the best deck on the best of one ladder, which is called Mono Red. Now, for those who are not familiar with this deck, it has the potential to win the game because it's so aggressive. So of course, a lot of people use Mono Red to climb to Mythic. So I added an extra challenge for me that I was not allowed to use Mono Red, which is not a big issue for me. I'm not really an aggro player, but this showcased to me one of the biggest problems in Magic Arena: the game economy. Arguably the biggest reason why Mono Red is so popular is because it's a very cheap deck to bake. And of course, it being a tier 1 deck helps a lot, but if you're just starting out Magic Arena, this is a very easy deck to craft. And without going too much into it, this game costs a lot of money to make decks. And of course, I don't expect Magic to give me everything for free, but if I'm comparing it to a game like Hearthstone, it is an absolute night and day difference. Sounds 6 more, bro. Dude, this is uncanny valley type shit. This reminds me of the people from Bossing saying Avatar. I see them. How many more do I need? 4? $10 $10 for 4 wild cards? And of course, I'm playing more decks than the average person probably would in such a short period of time, but I wanted to get the full Magic experience, and I will tell you how much money I spent at the end of this video. After getting all the resources needed to build the deck that CGB made for me, it was time to read over the cards and made sure I had a concept of how this deck worked. Whenever you control a creature enters, you gain 1 life. This deck has a lot of healing and can fight for the board pretty aggressively. There's also a cute little combo you could do with one of the cards, but the most important thing is that it's simple enough to get an understanding how to play Magic before I go to the higher ranks. And immediately from my very first game, I'm really glad this is the first deck I played. Seems pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna try our best here, chat. Please don't make fun of me. This is like my very first game. Okay, let's do this first because I'm gonna play this guaranteed. We can play this. Yeah, there's summoning sickness in this game. I gotta remember that. All right, whenever you gain life, so I should play this then because I want to start scaling her as fast as I possibly can. I could play this though. It's probably this. She seems like the most important thing to play. I think I still do attack here, right? Easy. Was that a misclick? I just want to see what this looks like. Okay, so that spell's out of my hand, but there's like a temporary copy that allows me to play the minion after. Oh shit.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the sacrifices must be made.
Well, that's very rude. Holy shit, this is complicated. I could sacrifice this to play this, but I don't have the mana for it, right? Oh, I gotta remember I can attack a planeswalker. That's why it gave me the option to swing. I understand why. I was like, something's not right here. So if I attack a planeswalker, can they block with a minion? Okay, so if I do this with this. Do I need another one of these? Not really. Oh, I think I need mana. Oh, get on my game. All right. First win. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta get used to mechanics in this game. I still don't understand the concept of explore. My name's not Russell, you know? Real ones will know that joke. I spent the next 2 hours in bronze, which doesn't sound great, but it gave me ample time to learn the mechanics and most importantly, the fundamental differences between Hearthstone and Magic. I now know why Magic players call Hearthstone a children's card game. Hearthstone is not a very nuanced game when it comes to mechanics. You do your turn, you pass it over, and then your opponent does a turn. In Magic, there's so much more because your opponent can do actions on your turn. And because your opponent can decide when to block when you do an attack, there's a lot more decision making on when you should attack with your creatures. And I could already tell that getting Mythic was going to be a lot more of a serious challenge than I initially thought. The good news is by the time I was almost silver, I was starting to feel very confident with this deck. I think we're doing rather well though. No, I've understood what the win condition of this deck is. You know, we made a couple hiccups here and there. What is that? I gotta get used to it. I don't know how else to describe it. Oh my God, let's go. That's silver? Oh my God. Dude, I unironically think I can get to Mythic with this deck. Clueless? There's no way you guys don't think I could do this. There's no way. Day 2, I continue to play the same deck as before. And even though I am in a higher rank, my win-loss ratio started to improve, which I think is to be expected as I get more familiar with this game. But I did notice a lot of the skills from Hearthstone transferred over to Magic. But speaking about Hearthstone, there is one thing I do like about Hearthstone a lot more than Magic the Gathering, and that is the mana system. In Hearthstone, you have a passive mana system. Every single turn, your maximum mana increases by 1 all the way up to 10. This is something I truly took for granted because the mana system in Magic is based around lands. Lands are cards in your deck that you need to draw in order to play other cards. And most of the time, as long as your deck is built well enough, this is completely fine. But sometimes this happens. Man, where's my lands, bro? I'm the wrong guy, I'm gonna be honest. Dude, where's my lands? Any land Andrews in chat? What is going on here? You have a 20 land deck? Yeah, but that still means 33% of my deck is... Dude, where's the land? Dude, I'm gonna lose this game because I can't draw lands. Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know why I won, but I'll take it. I am playing the best of one format, and I did that purely because Hearthstone does the exact same thing for their standard format. And because of the inherent variance of lands, some games you just don't get to play. And of course, I found that frustrating, but that didn't really take away from my overall enjoyment I was having with Magic. This game is extremely enjoyable, and I'm really glad I started this challenge. Well, at least for the time being, because winning is fun, and that was happening a lot. And with the games that I lost, I was able to understand, reflect on my decisions, and improve my gameplay to do better.
Silver 2, poggers. Oh, Chad, am I that streamer?
Day 3, I only had one goal, and that was to get gold, which shouldn't take that long, but it meant in my mind that I was understanding the game. And of course, the match that got me there was against Mono Red, which I have been seeing a lot more.
Let's go! Easy clap, bro. Okay, now the question is, do I play a different deck now? This deck is kind of fun.
I wasn't sure when to swap decks. I often found to learn a game, you play one thing and learn the game through that perspective. And I felt like I still had a lot to learn. I also didn't know if I was ready to sell a kidney to make another deck. So while I was climbing gold, I was browsing through the potential options to find something else I might like. And why would I want to stop playing this deck when the gold climb was even better than silver? I was winning so many games, and I truly felt like the best Magic player of all time. This was a feeling I wish continued throughout the entire month, because once I reached platinum, that's where everything started to change.
Okay. Let's go, bitch. Woo! Platinum already is huge.
I think I'm the best player in this game at the moment, man.
40 and 14 seems like a pretty win rate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I continued to play the same deck for a little longer, but after a very heartbreaking loss streak, it was time to finally change decks.
You'll feel better if you buy more packs, you think? Nice. Oh, it's Red Andrew. Okay, it's Red Andrew. Chat, I gotta stop playing. I'm making too many mistakes. I'm making too many mistakes. Oh my God, wake up. Ew, what the fuck just happened? Why is this a 4-2, bro? Oh God, he got the boy. Bro, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. What do I do? What do you mean? It's turn 3. Yeah, officer. Yeah, he murdered me. Yeah, turn 3. No, I'm not. Okay, thanks for asking. No, I'm not being salty. What the fuck do you mean? How much is this? Like, if I try to play this, how many cards do you guys think I need for this? Let me take a peek here. I think if I hit craft, I'm good.
Oh, the next deck I decided to play was a more control-ish combo deck, but normally in card games, these are the most expensive to craft. So say goodbye to one of my kidneys. But I did feel like playing a control deck would be a really great thing to try and compare it to the deck I was currently playing. This deck was also recommended from CGB, and based on the results of the previous deck he recommended, this should help me win a ton. Quick question for the chatters.
Happy to help.
But
I'm taking the credit when we win.
Okay, all right, chill. Is a creature the same thing as a token? I made this play and then I read token is a creature. He gets the pick, right? So then I'm crying. Oh my, wait, I'm getting fucking rolled. Wait, I just crafted this deck. I thought I was supposed to be goated. Like, how many tokens does a man need, man? Holy, are we at Chuck E. Cheese? I just spent $50 to get fucked. Could have gone to like downtown Toronto at 3 a.m. and had a better experience than that.
CGB gave me this deck and I was having I've been trying to learn it. Now here's the problem. Mono Red is a plague, but I think my problem is I don't even know what the win condition of this deck is. Does anyone know like how you win with this deck? I think that's my problem. I think it's just like stopping your opponent from one, but I'm not 100% sure. Do you know the instant win combo with this deck? No, please let me know. You get your Innkeeper's Talent to max level, then play Vraska, then instant win with an alt. Okay, that sounds like you're playing League of Legends. This is Magic the Gathering. Let's take a step back here.
Day 5 was learning this new deck, and honestly, it went better than expected, but I do feel like it was a lot more challenging than the previous one. The main reason was timing removal properly or understanding when I can go for a greedier line, and I also had to learn every single matchup all over again. It also didn't help that the average player was way better than before, and I was trying to learn a brand new play style in Magic the Gathering Gathering that I have never done before.
This deck is a lot more complicated, but it's a nice like differential between like the bad deck, you know?
I did manage to get the hang of this deck a little, and I was slowly starting to climb my way through Platinum, but that didn't last long. Every game I would win, I would then lose one, and I felt like I was in some Magic ranked limbo. And at this point, I have to come clean. During my time in Platinum, I lost a ton of confidence in myself. I truly didn't think I was gonna be able to beat this challenge. And with the end of the month slowly creeping up, that meant I had to start playing games off stream. And let's just say I played an absolute ton. And the worst part about this all is I did the classic card game maneuver where I kept on losing with this deck, so I put more money into Magic the Gathering to build a different one and a different one. And you would think with all of these games I played off stream, I was slowly climbing. But unfortunately,
I have been playing an absolute ton of Magic. And after all of the games that I have played since my last stream, or however long I have played this game, I am still Platinum 4. Platinum 4 is where I belong in this game. And I'm going to say something before we even get into these games. This game, at least in Best in Ones, is infinitely more tilting than it is than Hearthstone has ever been for me. I've been playing a new deck recently, which is the Rabbit deck. That's basically all you guys really need to know. The question is, will I be able to actually get Mythic by the end of the month, which was my goal? I'm not so sure anymore. It's been rough.
You may have noticed during this video that I was keeping track of my wins and losses, but unfortunately that record is only the games that I've recorded. And I could not tell you at this point how many games I have played off stream. Any chance I got, I played a game on my phone. And what started off as being just a couple of games off stream ended up being probably in the hundreds. And you would think after playing all of those games off stream, I would be at higher rank than the last time I streamed. But no, I was still at the bottom of Platinum. Not only am I spending most of my days playing Magic the Gathering at this point, but I'm also down about 3 vital organs. And I'm getting pretty worried for my mental health, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on this challenge. I started playing a more tempo-oriented deck, which is this Rabbit deck, but while I was streaming, I wasn't having great success with it. And at this point, I couldn't even tell you where my mental state was.
Okay, you know what? You know it's time for it. How can I lose this game if I'm on his side of the board? All right, let's get him, boys. What do we top deck? I can't read. You play it? I mean, we might as well just play it, right? I think we're gonna win if we play it. What just happened? Oh, we won. GG. Awesome. Let me line up first. Back to Platinum 4 where I belong. Oh my God. Okay, remind me to never play this dog shit game again.
After the end of that stream, I still played a ton of Magic, but this time my luck was finally changing. I ended up finding a different control list while I was playing off stream, and even though I did have to trade my left lung to craft it, I was finally winning. And if you ask me, that seems like a pretty worthy trade.
But here's the thing. I still lose to mono red, but I do like it a lot. Where did you find this deck? I Google searched good best of one Magic Arena decks. Trying to get Mythic free to play in MTG, just got Plat 1. Bro, how are you so good at this game? What are you playing? Are you playing mono red? I should just give up, bro. I should just play mono red. The amount of times I've died on turn 2 to mono red is astounding.
You could probably tell that my time in Platinum was draining me, but this was the first time in a while where I truly felt like I had a good chance to get Mythic. This control deck was the very first time, and honestly, I can't even remember days, maybe weeks at this point, where I had a positive win rate with my deck. And because of that, I was finally climbing through Platinum. And at the end of this stream, I ended up Platinum 2, which is the highest rank I have been thus far. Even though with all of this success, I only had 10 more days after the stream to finish this challenge, and I wasn't even Diamond yet. So I decided to put my ego aside and get some coaching.
Chat, if you guys don't know, my goal for this month is Mythic. Currently, I'm in Platinum Hell. As in, I can't get out. I'm stuck. And just like with Yu-Gi-Oh, when I got Farfa to explain me how to play Sword Soul. Yeah, Sword Soul. I'm getting a legendary best of one professional player to coach me and help me get better than Platinum. Because currently at the rate I am going, it's going to take me about 2028 maybe to maybe get to Mythic, and I can't have that. Have you seen anything I've done?
I have to be really brutally honest with you. I've watched way too much of it.
Oh, really? And is it bad?
I've had it on in, I've had it on in the bathroom when I'm doing my routine. I've had it on while I'm in the hot tub. I've had it on when I'm chilling at night. And yeah. I've been enjoying your journey. I feel like I've been right here for it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well am I doing in your opinion?
Okay. You are definitely doing better than somebody would expect anybody early on to be doing, but there's opportunity. There is room to improve. There's room to improve, which is a good thing.
I would hope so, because if I can't improve and I'm stuck in platinum, what are we even doing here? So that's great to hear. Most importantly, this is the current deck I have been using, which I showed you like a little bit before we started this.
The coaching with CGB was very insightful. There is a ton of smaller things I didn't even consider when I was thinking through my plays.
Oh, you have a Kaya. You have Kaya option if they don't counter it. If they don't counter it.
Well, I mean, they have one blue.
Mm-hmm. So there's also kind of a cheat. Auto tapper only left up one blue.
Yeah.
That usually means they don't have a counter.
Are you just saying that, or are you just?
I say lots of shit. That is something that's borderline true.
I think if I was here, I wouldn't be that worried about this card, so I would try to rip this, because like this might be the best case scenario because they spent that much mana. That's my logic.
Okay.
If it fails, it fails. But like if they don't have an answer to this, like we're chilling. And I'm the best gamer of all time.
You are amazing, but I hope. Yeah,
-3?
Yeah.
And just having someone else there while I was climbing through platinum made the experience a lot better.
Are you the math here correct?
Yeah, just.
No.
Yeah, you're good.
Hold on. No, I think I'm doing 5.
5?
Okay. I'm trusting.
Do 7. Trust the math.
It's not correct.
You did it wrong.
I thought I was doing 5.
Well, 5 wasn't right either.
It's fine. There's no way they kill us in one turn, right?
No, this is good. This is fine.
And by the end of the stream, even though there was a couple of mistakes here and there, this was a very helpful stream for me. Let me just wrap this up here real fast. First and foremost, thank you for coming. Second of all, I feel like I did learn a lot. I will be getting diamond probably at some point, hopefully. And then next week will hopefully be mythic. If I don't reach mythic, I'm so sorry. One of the main motivations for playing this is to play the commander format in Magic. This is a format that is played with 3 other people and is usually a super fun time, but I never felt confident enough to actually join a game because I didn't really understand how to play Magic. And I told CGB that if I hit mythic, I would be more than happy to join him on one of his commander shows. And with only 7 days remaining in the month, I was feeling the pressure at an all-time high. We need one more game for diamond. If I win this game, I will be safe from platinum and I can't go below diamond anymore, which is a big deal. This has been very stressful for me. I spent so much time in this rank. I just really want to win.
We definitely played this, and I think I'm just again doing this. I don't need to play anything here. He does have black mana though, so I'm just hoping this goes through. Please go through. Yes. No. 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 Okay. Well, that's really unfortunate. I need to bait a counter spell right here. I can do this so I bait it. I think I have to bait another counter spell. Well, he doesn't have one. I don't know what's happening. Kind of want I wish I had the beanstalk. It's fine.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Dude. Thank God.
I was able to reach diamond the day after the coaching session. I thought for sure this challenge was going to be a lot easier from here on out until I truly started playing in diamond. In my mind, for some reason, I thought platinum was going to be the real last barrier, but that was just me being delusional. Diamond is where the true game begins.
I hit diamond 2 all on my own. All on my own. Are you proud of me? This morning I lost like 9 games in a row and I'm all the way back to diamond 4. It was a tough morning, but it's okay. I'm fully back. I am not tilted whatsoever. I am ready to get diamond 2 again, if not Diamond 1, whatever it is. I only have 4 days to do this.
With that little time remaining and virtually a full rank to climb, I invited CGB back to help me find the errors of my gameplay. I needed to improve at a drastic rate at this point if I was going to hit Mythic. But unfortunately, this coaching session wasn't as successful as before.
Oh God. Oh God. They're tapping.
Not the manual taps. Not the manual taps.
Stop. If I get through this, I think we're fine. I think it's GG. Then we just go Twilight, right?
I mean, there's a good chance.
Don't, man, if they slow roll me here, I'm gonna be so upset. Please. I'm playing a 3-minute ad if I lose this. Chat, get ready.
That's a threat. Oh my God, they're running it. What the hell is going on right now? What is their card?
I hate this shit so much. Just play it. If anyone did this to me in person, oh my God. I'm leaving the table. I'm gonna rip it from their hands and see what it is. No! This game is horseshit. It's
never didn't have it. What the hell?
That's a GG because he just plays the dude.
Oh, he does that mana.
He does that mana.
Perfect mana. Slow rolled me. Chat, you're getting a 3-minute ad. Enjoy. Do we want to swap decks?
You definitely didn't have the right deck in the last few matchups.
So what deck would you think would be the better one here?
We decided to change decks because the control deck that I was using just wasn't great for the metagame that we were in. So we decided to go with an old classic, the Vraska deck from, at this point, weeks ago. And surely with this deck, we have solved the metagame and we will be able to climb as fast as possible.
We just don't really have an answer to the mic colors like you said.
Yep, it's a problem.
And he just...
Oh my God. Also, they draw like God.
Oh, I want to go back to the other deck.
No, do it. Like, if this is how it's going to work, you have to.
Ew. Yeah, it's over. That's the line.
This deck didn't do great because the second we started to play it, the metagame drastically changed and it was so much better for the control deck we were using at the start. So we went back to that deck. Surely now we will start winning games.
Smile, 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 right? Smile. I'm going to be up till 1 o'clock tomorrow or this morning, just trying to get back to fucking where I was. Great hand, keeping it.
Okay.
Woo! AC, baby, let's go.
Hey, we're so back.
No, are you kidding?
Wait, you'll get it back. You'll get it back. We just have to dodge one more poison somehow. No, 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 you mother. Oh my God.
I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. It's fine.
But unfortunately, this deck was still not doing great either. So we decided to craft a brand new deck that I'd never played before, but CGB recommended it. So after selling my pancreas, I was able to craft it and we tried our very first game with it.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
I think they've got it.
It's fine. I didn't want to play this game. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. That's the first game. You always lose the first game. It's like riding a bike for the first time. No one gets the first time, right?
Aaron, you become the evil you were sent to destroy. No. Listen, your bitch.
I only got 3 days to get Mythic. Okay, 3 days. You think I have the chance to play nice anymore? I'm 1 loss away from going straight to mono red, man. I can't. I need lands.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sorry, surely there'll be one right here, right?
I think you're just dead though.
The guy I got this deck from said he played him. This game is fucking poo, bro. It is so bad.
Oh
it is. It is the worst. Like literally, like this game is so bad. It's so.
That is so bad.
It's just so good. I have lost like probably the last 5 games out of like 7 because like lands. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Oh my God. Locked in. Locked in. Easy.
Let's just go through what we learned here today.
Maybe. Yeah.
We learned a lot. Honestly, it's actually too much to really go through, if I'm going to be honest. Like I'm trying to count it on my hands and like I need a third hand to really go through how much we learned. But I think the biggest thing we learned is that, you know, together we can really do anything. And if we put our minds together, we can actually accomplish a lot. And, you know, with YouTube chat really trying to get me down, it's incredible how far we can rise above them and really just be the best Magic player of all time. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chat,
and that I'm literally here to keep you from throwing it all away.
Yeah, you're actually just my mental support in the background. Like, that's crazy. Anything you want to say?
I believe in you.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I believe in you. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. You've got this.
I have played
so many games off stream to try to get Mythic or at least higher up, and I've been able to get to Diamond 3 on Magic Arena. I just want to say this straight up before we start anything. I really like Magic the Gathering. I really do. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have played this game this much off stream if I wasn't having a lot of fun, and I'm having so much fun. It has been an absolute blast, and I just hate lands. Like, other than lands, this game is phenomenal, and I want to play more. And every single day I end stream, I'm like, I'm gonna play more Magic the Gathering. In terms of the win and loss rate, I've talked about it last time, but I don't know what the win-loss is anymore. I can tell you that this is what I've done on stream. I tried to like keep track of it while I was playing off stream, but honestly at this point I don't think it's even worth showing the win-loss record. The deck that I will be playing today, well, for the most part, is the rabbits. I learned something the other day, chat, off stream. Why am I playing a control deck that has to make the decisions when I could just play rabbits and force my opponent to make the stupid decisions for me, and I just hit face and hope for the best? That felt fantastic, and it's taken so much pressure off me, and I fucking love it. One last question for you guys: is there a way to see how much time I have spent playing a game in the last 2 weeks? Oh god, oh, that's a lot of time. All right, so you guys can see how much time I've been putting into this game. How do you put almost 40 hours in 2 weeks? Full transparency, chat, I only have 2 more days. And what am I gonna title the video? How I almost got Mythic in Magic the Gathering? That's cringe. I didn't have super high expectations for this rabbit deck, but my logic was right. The aggro style deck was easier to pilot than the other decks I have been playing, and potentially that would mean that I would make a lot less mistakes. And that's exactly what happened.
So he's looking for a card. He picked the top card of his deck, which is a bit unfortunate.
Okay, he drew nothing and we win.
Oh, it is lethal, right?
Oh my god, math genius. Let's go.
I think with this deck, I just have to hope they don't have an answer.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Let's go, boys. Raid is overflowing. I can do it today. I can do it today.
If I keep this hand, I don't play anything for so long, I have to mulligan those. I wish I didn't have to. I wish this was a green mana, but I have to mulligan those.
Let's go, dude. Okay. Oh my god, dude, I'm starting to get chills. In Hearthstone, when I climb, dude, I have no feelings. Now I have like anxiety when playing this game because I want to get it so bad. I'm not reading that. After hitting Diamond 2, I was a little worried that the momentum would slow down, but the rabbit deck kept on hopping forward. And before I knew it, I was already at the highest rank I've ever been. That's Diamond 1. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, okay. 6 more wins, 6 more wins. This is the highest I've been. The day started out as desperation for me. I was trying to climb as high as I could with the rabbit deck, and I had zero expectations that I was gonna make it this far. But here I am, 6 games away from Mythic. Okay, dude. My nerves were starting to get the best of me, and even though I was still playing fine, I started to make a lot more mistakes, and I was playing too fast.
Wait, I'm an idiot.
Wait, I fucking threw. I threw. I'm sorry. I was reading chat. Not a skill diff, just like I think I lost in general. But I pulled it together to finally make it to the last game. I was 1 win away from getting Mythic. I just had to be calm and collected and play the best Magic of my life.
Please go first.
Please just go first.
Please just go first. Please just go first. Please just go first. Please just go first.
Oh god, his name is Play Mono. Oh, this would be the most lore accurate boss. No.
Yeah, it's a good hand though. It's a really good hand. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got this. We go village into Might Caller. I hardly know that bitch. Then we go Phineas next turn. No, we go. Okay. Yeah, just pass. Just pass. Just pass. The bat's fine. The bat's fine. The bat's fine. The bat can lick my balls, bro. What are you gonna take my colleague? That's fine. I don't give a fuck about Phineas. It's fine. He's a little bitch. Oh, that's fine.
No, I misplayed. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve it. Ah! Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I fucking. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I do. I'm still that guy. Oh. Promise he's gonna outdraw me. Oh my god. I think I'm still playing this. Just play a thing I swing. No, I wanted to play this. I wanted to play this. Do I lose? Is it just over? He does 4-2-2. Or do I win? I don't know if it's hop. It might be hop though. It's fine. It's fine. I don't deserve this. I should have done something else this game. So he does 4, 6, 8. He needs 5. Oh, was it lethal with the other one? I think it was 1 off regardless, right? I lost that game. I deserve to lose that game. If I played the 2-drop, I would have won. I deserve to lose. No, I deserve to lose it. I deserve to lose it. I misplayed it. Oh man, I'm so bad. But luckily, I won the game right after, so I was right back again at the final boss. Please let me win. Let me win. Let me win. Let me win. Smile, 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 smile. Okay, chat, I'm gonna go take a walk. Give me a sec. Okay, I gotta relax. I'm so stressed. You guys have no idea. I need to take a walk. Okay, chat, you guys excited? This could be it. This could be it. I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna play fast. Now, I could have been Mythic already, and I fucked up because I misplayed, and I deserve that loss. I deserve it. Go first, please. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is a very slow hand, so we're gonna mulligan this. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. Throwback probably season. We play this one into recruits. Hopefully we draw into something that's playable in turn 2. Green mana to play green rabbit. What is the fucking exo? No, it's not. I think it's fine. The problem with this though, if he has any form of removal, this will die. I think that's fine. I have to make a question of which one do I want to play first. I play this if I see the flying boy. I do see the flying boy. Okay. This is better though if this is up. Fine. Fine. Do I care actually? I could block the 5-4, I think, actually, with this. Maybe I actually block this to make another bat, but then I lose the battle cry. It's not enough damage where I'm like that concerned. I don't know. Maybe it is worth blocking though. Please. Please just concede the game. Block. Please. You have a blocker. I could have stopped a lot of damage and not be in this position. Fuck, he has trample. Okay, that's not a lot, though. I don't die. Should I block more just in case? I'm too fucking scared. Like, he's dead regardless on the backswing here, right? Just in case he pulls a card out of thin air, right? Oh, it's fucking over, boys. Let's go, dude. I was thinking I was gonna be here for 8 hours. Let's go, dude. Oh, thank God. Dude, I spent too long on this bitch. Let's go, boys. Thank fucking God that's over with, dude. Chat, how many hours? 42 hours, but that's not counting anything I've done on my phone or my iPad. Oh, thank God it's over, dude. I'm saved. I'm free. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad a lot of you got to watch this. Magic the Gathering on the phone. Bro, I was so worried. Unironically, I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to hit Mythic fast enough. You have no idea. I told CGB if I hit Mythic, I'll do a commander with him. I'll fly to where he goes and I'll do his commander show. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed my journey all the way from bronze to mythic as a new Magic player. And in case you're curious, I spent around $526 to get all of these Magic decks. I would really appreciate a like and a subscription, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Magic the Gathering is often considered the hardest card game, and as someone who is good at Hearthstone, trying to get Mythic, the highest rank in Magic, has always been really daunting. But I figured with the most recent rotation of Standard, now would be a perfect time to try. I began this challenge right at the start of August. The reason being is that your rank resets at the start of each month, so my goal was to get to Mythic in August with virtually no Magic experience. And obviously, this was a huge mistake. The first day of this challenge was extremely important. I had to pick a deck that was easy to learn to not only learn how to play the game, but also feel comfortable with the mechanics of Magic the Gathering. And thankfully, my good friend Covert Go Blue, who is really good at Magic, provided me with a deck that would help me with my climb. I trusted him completely, and the deck that he gave me was a very good counter to the most popular and arguably the best deck on the best of one ladder, which is called Mono Red. Now, for those who are not familiar with this deck, it has the potential to win the game because it's so aggressive. So of course, a lot of people use Mono Red to climb to Mythic. So I added an extra challenge for me that I was not allowed to use Mono Red, which is not a big issue for me. I'm not really an aggro player, but this showcased to me one of the biggest problems in Magic Arena: the game economy. Arguably the biggest reason why Mono Red is so popular is because it's a very cheap deck to make. And of course, it being a tier 1 deck helps a lot, but if you're just starting out Magic Arena, this is a very easy deck to craft. And without going too much into it, this game costs a lot of money to make decks. And of course, I don't expect Magic to give me everything for free, but if I'm comparing it to a game like Hearthstone, it is an absolute night and day difference. Around 6 more, bro. Dude, this is uncanny valley type shit. This reminds me of the people from Bossing saying Avatar. I see them. How many more do I need? 4? $10 for 4 wild cards? And of course, I'm playing more decks than the average person probably would in such a short period of time, but I wanted to get the full Magic experience, and I will tell you how much money I spent at the end of this video. After getting all the resources needed to build the deck that CGB made for me, it was time to read over the cards and made sure I had a concept of how this deck worked. Whenever you control a creature enters, you gain 1 life. This deck has a lot of healing and can fight for the board pretty aggressively. There's also a cute little combo you could do with one of the cards, but the most important thing is that it's simple enough to get an understanding how to play Magic before I go to the higher ranks. And immediately from my very first game, I'm really glad this is the first deck I played. Seems pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna try our best here, chat. Please don't make fun of me. This is like my very first game. Okay, let's do this first because I'm gonna play this guaranteed. We can play this. Yeah, there's summoning sickness in this game. I gotta remember that. All right, whenever you gain life, so I should play this then because I want to start scaling her as fast as I possibly can. I could play this though. It's probably this. She seems like the most important thing to play. I think I still do attack here, right? Easy. Was that a misclick? I just want to see what this looks like. Okay, so that spell.
Today we're cracking open around $4,000 of Spider-Man collector boosters, looking for a $20,000 super rare soul stone, an $800 costume change Spider-Man, or at least some cool stuff on the Marvel reprint sheet. How wrecked are we gonna get? Let's find out. So as I get things set up here, I should say we are opening these boxes super early, and prices right now are incredibly high, even more than normal. So I have very little confidence in being able to price these cards correctly right now. I'm going to do my best. I'll use the normal, like, knock about 50% off, except for the, like, super high-end cards, which that theory doesn't seem to work as well for. But all this to say, take the prices with a bit of grain of salt, because it is still super early pre-sales. And for this set in specific, I have very little confidence in what direction this set's going to go. There's been a lot of negative reaction to Spider-Man Online. On the other hand, it has some awesome looking Spider-Man treatments. So it might end up that these prices go up, they might go down. But all this to say, I'll do the best I can, but prices are going to be kind of wonky on this one. But anyway, let's get into box number one, Spider-Man. $820-ish, $5 down the drain. Hopefully not. Hopefully all we need is one of those soul stones. That's all we need. Actually, the costume change Spider-Man are super expensive too. So let's see what we get here. Commons, don't really care. Oh my God, guy in a chair. Guy in a chair. Wizards. Wizards. I'm a guy in a chair. Don't put me on a magic card. Sandman's Quicksand. Heroes Hangout. Ooh. I gotta say, the web slinging lands actually look pretty sweet in person. What do we get in a rare number? Oh no, wait, that's more in commons? Wait, why are we getting? Oh no, that's I see. This is one of the commander cards, Venom Blast. That's a rare. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power up to 1 target. Oh my God, for 4 mana. Oh, those starter deck cards, not that powerful. Silk Web Weaver. Okay. Spider-Man 2099. Ooh, okay. Winds of Change. This is actually on the Marvel bonus sheet. This is currently like 5th or 6th most expensive card. It's like $25 or something. Sadly, not foil. If it was foil, it'd be worth way more. It does look nice though. And ooh, the Clone Saga foil. Wow, it almost, look at that. Look at that treatment. It almost looks scratched. It's kind of neat. Comic panel Clone Saga. So these cards are going to be the big question. Like, do these do the Final Fantasy things? If you look at the Final Fantasy set, a lot of random cards that in a normal set would be like $1 are like $3, $5, just because they're Final Fantasy. Is Spider-Man going to be like that too? Or are these cards going to drop down like a normal Magic set and be, you know, bulk level cards because they don't see that much play? Let me know what you think in the comments. Bagel and Smear. Anyone hungry? Actually, as much as I meme on this card, I am building the Graham O'Brien deck. It is happening. The guy in his chair eating food in his garage. Web Warriors. Forest. Sweet. Jekyll. Genius Geneticist. How about another Silk? This is a small set, so we probably will get more. Ooh, there we go. There we go. So Peter Parker, unfortunately, this is not the best version of Peter Parker. The other treatment is better. This is still fine, and it is one of the more expensive cards in the set. But the comic book treatment one is more valuable than this one. What do we get behind it? Oh, shock. And that's the thing about these special sheets. You can get some really good cards, and the art always looks really good at them, but you can also open shocks in a cheering crowd. Good for the group huggers out there. Not much in that pack. I am still disappointed. I mean, we're opening collector boosters, so it doesn't matter because we get one in every pack, but it does still bother me that they bumped that special Marvel sheet down to 1 in every 24 packs and play boosters. You can give the people who don't want to spend $800 on a booster box some cool cards too. Wizards, Clay Pigeons, Savage Mansion, Robotics Mastery, Chameleon. How about a Schwamp? Gwenom the Remorseless. This card's pretty good. Not a special treatment, but it is foil. Basically Bolas' Citadel on a stick from the command zone. Doc Ock's Tentacles. Seems pretty good with Nova Hellkite in standard. Gonna try building that. How about a J. Jonah Jameson? Do a little suspecting. Leyline Binding. Man, the special treatments on these Spider-Man cards look really good in person. And What is this? A silk every... Ooh. I wonder... The other thing we saw with Final Fantasy is the art cards having value. This is a signed art card, which is the rarest of the art cards. I wonder if that's actually worth anything. Also, we have gotten a silk every single pack. Imagine if that was a soul stone instead of a... instead of a silk. We would be winning already. But instead, it is many, many, many silks. So what do you think of this set? I'm very curious what people think. I will say, as a super casual Spider-Man knower, I was not really expecting the multiverse thing with so many Spider-Man. I was expecting more like Peter Parker fighting villains, evolving wilds, probably better known as Vibrant Cityscape. How about some angry rabble? Aunt May might actually be kind of playable as a Soul Sister. Molten Man, Spider Bite, Mountain, Arachne. I think Arachne is pretty good. Almost a Thalia, close to a Thalia effect. Peter Parker's Camera. I don't know if this card's good or not. It's interesting that it's 1 mana, but running out of film is an issue. Mysterio. Saw in half. Excited to have this come to Arena for the first time. And just like, look at the art. Easily the best part of this set for me are these treatments. And I don't even care about Spider-Man. They look spectacular. The art is so good. And Web of Life in Destiny. Foil extended. I mean, it is Mythic. It's not one of the higher end Mythic. Oh god, Peter Porker. Oh, this set cracks me up. I don't know what's going on anymore. Where's my soul stones, Watsy? So what we are really looking for, and again, take the prices with a grain of salt because they are super early and I'll do my best, but I really am not confident in it. But the alt versions of Spectacular Spider-Man are like $800 currently. And then there's a soul stone that's like 20k. Maximum Carnage. This card's cool, a little too expensive for Maximum Carnage. Okay. I mean, the comic book treatment's cool. How about a Spider-Man, Spinner and Spiderling, Hex, and Hide on the Ceiling is really good. I feel like this is one of the better cards from the set. The fact that you can hit your opponent's stuff with it is kind of huge. I feel like that card might be good even in Standard. I think it's definitely good in Commander and like Blink decks, but I think it might even be a Standard playable card, which is kind of sweet. Ooh, what do we get? What do we in our next pack? We're just gonna skip through all the bagels and smears. We'll come back to those when we're hungrier. How about an island? Future Flight. Carnage, Crypt and Chaos. Very interested to see if we can have a Mayhem deck in Standard. It seems possible, especially now that they're talking. What is this? This has to be something, that green border. We'll get to that in a minute. Agent Venom, kind of a Midnight Reaper, and speak of Venom, Skitherix, Venom King in Black, and what is this card? Ooh, that's a hit. That's a hit. This is the good one. This is the Peter Parker you want. We opened that one earlier, which I don't know where I put it, but this Peter Parker that flips into the comic book Amazing Spider-Man on the short list of most expensive cards from the set. I can't remember exactly. It might be like 60, 80. Actually, it might be over 100. I might be misremembering. But anyway, easily our biggest hit so far. And it does look cool. I really like the art on the backside. No idea where the rules text are. Oh, there it is. It does look neat. Just like look at that art. It's so funny because I find the comic book art nostalgic just because it's retro, even though I'm not really a comic book guy, but it's still like oddly nostalgic for me. Well, that was our best open so far. We could still use a soul stone. That would be sweet. All right, let's skim through these commons. The commons in this set are so bad. Oh my god, they're bad. They're so bad. I mean, if you didn't hear the Radioactive Spider, if you didn't hear the story of this set, I really like the Rare Lands. The Rare Lands also one of my favorite parts of the set. Origins of Spider-Man, Hunter's Insight with cool art, and Death of Gwen Stacy. We get a little comic book panel here. Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man pushes her off the roof for some reason. Then I guess he feels bad about it and then goes down and is like, oh, why did I do this? Why is that guy flying over me? I'm pretty sure that's how the story goes. But if you missed the story of this set, so originally this was supposed to be a small Assassin's Creed set with 0 commons in it. And then they moved it to Standard and decided they needed to make it a big set. So they added in all the uncommons late in it was supposed to have 0 commons. And the commons in this set, I think, you can tell. You can tell they were added in at the last. I mean, some of them are fine, but some of them you can tell they kind of maybe came in at the last second. All right, what do we get? Another Spinner and Spiderling. Villainous Wrath. This card's going to be fun in Commander. Is a Wrath with a Rakdos charm built in. A Wrath that can accidentally kill someone is pretty funny. Spidey Sense. Rite of Replication with a lot of Spider-Men. And Agent Venom. And another art card. They're really going hard on these art cards. I think Wizards, it feels like they realize that art cards have value now with these sets and are really embracing the art card idea. All right, how about a hot dog cart? How about a hot dog cart? Anyone want a hot dog? Forest, friendly neighborhood. Moreland, I like Moreland a lot. I think Moreland's a good commander card for sure. And could maybe even show up in some standard decks. A Pumpkin Bomb, borderless. How about another Rite of Replication? Ooh, Miles Morales. Okay, this is also, I believe, is this the best version? Yes, this is also, okay, this is on the same level as Peter Parker. Also, one of the most valuable cards in the entire set. And just look how cool those look. I give this set a ton of credit for its aesthetic. Just as far as the art. I think the art in the set, especially on the special treatments, is just so good. That is one of the highlights. Kapow. Too many Spider-Men, though. My God, there's too many Spider-Men. I don't even know what that is. Speed Doctor. Is that Spider Doctor? Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy. That's a Spider-Man. Hide on the Ceiling. We'll take another one of those. Spot, the Living Portal. I wish this was like 1 mana cheaper for Constructed. It's a cool card, but at 5 mana, I'm not sure if it makes... Ooh! The Opposition Agent. Oh, that looks sweet. Unfortunately, not foil. Foil actually matters a lot price-wise on these, but first time coming to Arena for that one, too. And Iron Spider. One of the lesser Spider-Men. We would rather be opening Peter Parker's and Miles, not Iron Spider. The Stark upgrade. All right, 2 more packs in box 1. What do we find? Can we get a hot dog cart? I do need the hot dog food token. We got to keep an eye out for that. I need that for the guy in his garage eating food deck. Scarlet Spider-Man Riley. I actually think this might be one of the better standard cards in the set. Like, it's only 2 to web sling. If you web sling this off Llanowar on turn 2, you get a 5/4 trampler, and you have the mana to replay the Llanowar. So I think there could be like some sort of Gruul Stompy deck with this card. With great power, I also love this card. This card just has funny combos. Put on an indestructible creature and never die. Strength of Will. And, well, we jumped ahead a little bit past this comeuppance, but that is fine because we jumped into Anti-Venom Horrifying Healer. Also, man, this box might actually be working out. I feel like this is also a very expensive card. So we've gotten at least three big hits already in Miles and Peter Parker and an Anti-Venom. No Soul Stones, though, and no spider suit changes, whatever it's called. All right, what do we get? Last pack of box 1. Can we get some goodies? Spider-Man India, Spider Slayer Hatred Honor, so many Spider-Man. Carnage, rocket-powered Goblin Glider. Ooh, another Anti-Venom. This one's not foil, so a little less valuable, but still a good card. Goblin Bombardment, which honestly, I don't think I would play this version. And Friendly Neighborhood in foil. And, oh, there we go. Spider-Man India up close. Look. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, explain to me, why are there so many Spider-Men? Why are there so many? Why? At first, when I saw this set, I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a multiverse thing. And I was like, wait, is this just like Spider-Man on vacation? Did Spider-Man just like go to India and they decided to make a card of it? And then he went to the UK and they made a card of it. And then he went to Brooklyn, they made a card of it. Is that what's going on with this set? But apparently someone was like, oh, it's a multiverse. And they're like, oh, it's just like Rick and Morty. And then people got mad because they're like, rah, Spider-Man did it first. Rick and Morty is just like Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, sure. That is probably true. But they're still basically the same. All right. For one, I feel like it went okay. We got none of the hot dog cart. Got none of the super duper high-end stuff in terms of like the $1,000 cards, but we hit like 3 of the best mythics from the set, which is good. All right, Planes, Peter Parker's camera. Again, Rent is due. I don't know how I feel about this card. I like the design of Rent is due. I have heard some interesting criticism from people being like, I don't want to be thinking about having to pay my rent when I play Magic, but I don't know if that holds up because we murder each other in Magic. There's literally murder as a card, and I don't think you want to be murdered either. So if the idea is like, I don't want to think about negative things, I don't know why. Maybe Rent is due is just more it's something everyone experiences, but yeah, I don't know. I think that might be taking it too seriously. Symbiote Spider-Man. Reprieve. That actually looks, I would play this Reprieve over the other versions. That looks pretty sweet. And Craven the Hunter. Gonna be an annoying commander. Where's my hot dog? No hot dog. All right. If we miss a hot dog, hey, oh, there it is. We're gonna put that. This is the most important. We're gonna put this in its own pile. That goes in. That's actually the most important card we've opened so far. And we opened several hot dog stands. The deck is coming together. I'm saying, it's coming together. It's coming. Thank you, Watsy. Thank you, Wizards. Let's see. Oh, there it is. We'll put you over there in our food deck pile. Oh, Graham O'Brien is feasting. His garage will never be the same. Forest, Anara, with great power. Wow, 3rd anti-venom. All right, we will take 3 anti-venoms. Clever Impersonator, looking pretty cool. And Maximum Carnage. This is the kind of card I'm very curious about. Is Maximum Carnage, is this a... What do you... Give me your vote. Does this end up a bulk card that's like 25 cents? Because it's not really a constructed playable card. Even in Commander, it's kind of fringe, maybe for Go decks. Or is this like a $5 card because it's got Spider-Man comics on it? I think that is the question. That is the question, and that's what's going to make pricing this set so tricky right now is I don't really know. Ooh, all right, Peter Parker. Base version, but still. Even the base version, pretty sweet. I think this card's pretty good. This is like standard of Johnny. And wait, no. I'm putting these in the wrong pile. We gotta leave. There we go. We gotta make sure that our hot dog and our food deck is doing all right there. All right, let's see. Superior Spider-Man. Spider-Punk, one of the best Spider-Man, I think, for constructed in the set, for sure. Another Oppo agent, we will take it. And, oh, okay. That is a sweet looking, which one do you like better? They actually, and it's kind of funny. I think I might prefer the base version art. Or like this, the one on the right. But which one do you think is better of the Spider-Punks? I actually think I like the one where he's just kind of chilling with the bubble gum compared to the electric guitar. But both, decent cards. Not super high-end opens, I don't think, but playable cards. And playable is good. All right, let's see what we get here. A bunch of commons, pictures of Spider-Man Island, Parker Luck. Is Parker Luck a person, or is this referring to Peter Parker being lucky? Strength of Will. How about another Silk? Always got to have a Silk. A Tangle to go with our Silk, and a Mysterio. And Mysterio. One of the awkward parts of this set, at least from my perspective, is it's the first Marvel set. Things like villains are very new to Magic. So a card like Mysterio, it could be a really cool card for a villain deck, but you're probably going to have to wait a few more Marvel sets to get enough villains to actually build a villain deck. So some of these cards, I think, will look better as far as their playability in another 2 or 3 years or so as they keep printing Marvel sets. And maybe they bring villains to Magic more. Maybe we get more Magic-themed villains. Strength of Will. Parker Luck, again, familiar. Electro Assaulting Battery. How busted is Electro? Is this new Vivi? I think it's not as good as Vivi, but it still seems like it could be very strong in a Vivi deck. Maybe it's Vivi's replacement, now that we know it's almost certainly going to get banned in November. Bioorganic Carapace. 4 mana is just so much. But in a modified commander deck, I think it's kind of sweet. Next time we see a bagel and smear, we gotta pull that out too for our food pile. Guy in a chair. I mean, is there any food in there? Is he eating? Wait. Is that food? Is that food by the computer? I can't tell. You know what? I think that's a bag of chips in the deck with the guy in the chair. Secret identity. We're gonna count it. Spider Slayer, Hatred Honored. All right, Mountain, Oscorp Industries. Again, these lands are just so cool. Really, I hope they complete the cycle in future sec. Doc Ock Tentacles, Green Goblin Nemesis. So the starter or whatever it is, intro deck Green Goblin. Ooh, Nagila is Spider Gwen. Pretty busted commander. And Oscorp Industries. All right, I guess we got to build a Mayhem deck. And Spider-Man copy token. All right. Well, this box I feel like has not been as good value-wise, although it has added more to our Graham O'Brien deck, so... So I guess that's the real victory. Subway Trade, Gallant Citizen, Mary Jane, damage control. All right, Mountain, biogenic carapace. The Spot Living Portal. Mysterio, traumatize. The Spider-Man art's so good on these. It just looks so clean. And Rent is due extended foil. How good do you think this card is in Magic? Like, okay, beginning your end step, you can tap 2 untap creatures into treasures. If you do, draw a card, otherwise you sack it. If you can keep it going, it's a 1-mana Phyrexian Arena. It doesn't even lose you life. So I feel like I'm like a go wide white commander deck. Why will this pack not open? Did I forget how to open packs? I feel in some sort of like go wide white commander deck, it could be good. I could even see a 1-mana maybe constructed. It's just risky because when it's bad, it's going to be really bad. Like sacrifice itself. Ooh, throwing a scout the city here. How about, let's see, Prison Break. Layla, Web Warriors, Plains, Hide on the Ceiling. All right, we'll take another one of those. Sandman. This is another card I'm not sure how good it is. We've never seen a creature with power and toughness equal to your lands this cheap before, but green kind of sucks in standard. Oh, there's Sutherland, Urban Retreat, also very good. Heroic Intervention, one of the better. I mean, Heroic Intervention, they reprint it constantly, and it's always $10. And then you get the Spider-Man treatment, so it's like 20 or 25 or something. So it's always a good open. And all right, double Sandman. And Spider-Man with some webs. Yeah, I don't know if Sandman's gonna be busted or not. I could see there being a deck where it's very good, and then I could also see it seeing no play at all. So his base is like 3-mana 3/3 if you just play it on turn 3, which wow, that is a heavy played illusion villain. Look at that. We just opened the pack and it's already eaten up. Mass Meower. We still need a bagel and schmear. Where's our bagel and schmear? Ooh, Electro. Another Electro. We'll take it. Biogenic Carapace. Sure. Friendly Neighborhood. Yup. Feed the Swarm. Boo. Hate it. Scarlet Spider-Man Variety Foil Showcase. I mean, that looks pretty good. I haven't noticed any special foiling on this set. I know there is, but like with Edge of Eternities, we were looking for was it cosmic planetary foils? I don't know. Cosmic foils? I'm sure I'm saying the wrong word there. You know what I mean? It was very obviously, it looked like outer space. This set, I don't think it has a foiling like that. Forest, Mysterio, Oscorp Industries, Miles, non-foil, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't realize it says Thwimp. Thwimp. I guess that's the sound of flipping your headphones. Your headphones say Thwimp. Reanimate. Just look at how awesome that card looks. It's just so cool looking. It's just so cool. And Strength of Will. All right. Couple more. We need a Soul Stone. We have opened 0 Soul Stones. I feel like box 2 has been worse than box 1 so far. I don't think it's been like horrible, but maybe it's been horrible. But I feel like it's been meaningfully worse. But we got 2 more packs to hit something big. And there are big things that can save the whole box. Spider-Verse. Card's cool. It's just awkward that it's red. Red is an awkward color for Spider synergies. The Clone Saga. Doc Ock Evil Inventor. From the starter kit or whatever. Another Leyline Binding. Foil this time. Wow, it looks even cooler in foil. And Mary Jane Watson. Honestly, I kind of hate Mary Jane in this set. The fact that it's Selesnya means I can't play it in my Spider decks. Wizards. Make it mono green, Wizards. Wizards. But yeah, it just doesn't work in existing Spider decks like Ishkana and Shelob. All right, what do we get? Last pack of box number 2, and we need something good here. This box is going to be a flop. Swamp, Cheering Crowd, that's not it. Origins of Spider-Man, cool comic art, but also not it. Moreland, good commander card, but not it. How about Hunter's Insight? Okay, one of the least valuable of the Marvel sheet, and Parker Luck. All right, well, outside of getting the food token, which, I mean, is the most important open so far, box number 2 felt pretty bad. That one felt pretty bad. There were a couple of okay cards, but really, overall, I feel like that box was kind of a whiff. We need a Soul Stone. One of these days, we do these big openings every set. One of these sets, we're actually going to hit like the $10,000. We're going to hit the jackpot. The $10,000 Soul Stone or something. Like, sooner or later, it's going to happen. Maybe not this set, but one of these sets. We did open a couple of serialized cards a long time ago. Back when serialized cards were more common. All right, box 3. How we look in Spider-Man box 3? Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So one of the Spider-Man Eternal cards. The Spider-Man Eternal cards I don't expect to be worth too much just because they're pretty underpowered. Again, I don't know why Spider-Man murdered Gwen Stacy. It seems out of character for him, but I'm not a big Spidey fan, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments why. Why did Spider-Man push Gwen Stacy off the roof? Another Skitherix, and oh, Mr. Negative. This might be my favorite card in the set. It's just such a cool ability. The ETB life swap ability, and then the card draw ability, if you end up losing life in the exchange, it's just such a cool design. Easily one of my favorite cards in the set. Worst case, going to be a really fun commander. Maybe we can do something with it in standard, although it is awkward that it gets kind of hard locked by Screaming Nemesis. That part's not the most ideal. All right, well, taxi driver, is there any food? Nah, I don't see any food. Hey, there it is. Bagel and Smear. Right, get over here with our hot dog. Join the deck, Bagel and Schmear. Okay. Y'all always yell at me for not organizing my cards well enough. And I've taken it to heart. You can see my Bagel and Schmear pile here. Agent Venom. Lizard, Connor's Curse. I feel like this is a good commander card too. Web of Lifestream. It's kind of like a Beast Within type effect. Can get rid of commanders permanently. Interdimensional Web Watch. I will say, even though they expanded the set out to make it bigger, it's still smaller than most sets, and the expanding was mostly adding commons so they could at least pretend like you could draft it or do the pick 2 draft thing or whatever. I will say, I feel like there's a lot of redundancy in these packs. We're seeing like the same cards over and over again already, and we're only 3 boxes in. Spot again, Sandman again, Pumpkin Bombs again, Unexpected Windfall. I like Unexpected. Would I play this version? I play Unexpected Windfall in a lot of commander decks. The art looks fine. I don't know if I would play it or not though. Face It, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. And Peter Parker's camera. Okay, the B-Man. All right. So, where's our Soul Stones, wizards? How about a Soul Stone? Soul Stone or costume change Spider-Man. That's what we really need here. We need something, because the last box was not a banger for us. Ooh, Cosmic Spider-Man. All right, first Cosmic Spider-Man. It is foiled, just the base version though. Mary Jane Watson again. Ultimate Green Goblin. Still interested in the Mayhem deck. Rest in peace. The art on that one's pretty good. I would play that one. And oh, still Spidey, stop murdering Gwen. I gotta read why. I don't understand. That's how I learn about pop culture. Like from these openings and from these Universes Beyond sets. Now I know that like Cloud and Sephiroth are brothers. Spider-Man murdered Gwen Stacy. I'm catching up. Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior. First time we've seen Spider-Woman. Iron Spider, Comeuppance. That art is pretty funny. Punch him in the chest and hit yourself in the face. And Silk. It's been a minute since we've gotten to Silk. It's been a minute. I feel like this box is off to a slow start too, but we're like halfway through this opening. We still have 2 full boxes and half of this box, so there is time. There is time for the boxes to redeem themselves. How about a Villainous Wrath? I do like that card. I do like Villainous Wrath. Spider-Ham Peter Porker. Maybe my least favorite card in the set. Well, no, but on the list. Does that make it, when it enters, it makes a food? And it is literally in the other version, a pig eating a hot dog. Does that go in the food deck? It might. Imposter Syndrome. You know they had to do it. How do you not put the meme on a card if you get the chance? They had to do it. I feel like the dimensions could have been better. It should be zoomed out a little bit more, but you get the point. You get the point. Silk Guard and Arachne. And do you get an art card in like, I feel like there's way more art cards than in past packs. It's not every pack because we still get tokens, but I feel like we've gotten way more art cards than we have in the past. All right, going into the second half of box number 3. Oh, okay. Bagel and Schmear. Yeah. Gotta set that aside. Need a backup. Island. Lizard, Connor's Cures. Craven's Last Hunt. Okay, that's a flavor win. This is Arasta, Master Weaver Web Protector, and all right, Inara, Heart of the Spider. Sure. Inara, I don't think is worth much of anything. How iconic is Inara as a character? I don't know who Inara is. Is Inara like a S tier Spider-Man character, a B tier, F tier? I'm also curious about Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary with great power and foil. J. Jonah Jameson, Maximum Carnage, Winds of Change. Okay, I mean that's a solid $25. And that's a hit. That is a hit. That is a hit. That is a hit. I think this is like 100 plus. Eddie Brock, Borderless Showcase, flipping around into Venom. Wow, look at how awesome that card. Just take a minute. Whether you like Spider-Man, whether you like Universes Beyond, whether you care about any of this stuff, just look at that card. That card looks so cool. It looks so cool. Like, what else can you say? It is just a really cool looking piece of cardboard. Yeah, and it's worth a lot of money, so also a win when you are $4,000 into Spider-Man boxes of all things. All right, what do we get here? How about, I mean, that's a hit at least. We need more of those. I really want a Soul Stone. We have not found a Soul Stone. J. Jonah Jameson, Hydro Man, one of the coolest designs from the set for sure. I don't know if this card's actually good, but I think it's a super cool design. Ooh, Multiversal Passage. I feel like this could be a playable land. We've seen lands similar. This is just the best version of the play it and it becomes a land type land. Another Son half and Shadow of the Goblin. I also feel that art's also pretty cool. I also think this is one of the better cards in the set. 2 mana, you get to rummage every turn. And then if you play a card from anywhere except your hand, you get to ping everyone for 1. I feel like that card's gonna be really good in like Prosper style decks and Mayhem style decks. There's just so many different synergies for the combination of looting and playing stuff from exile, playing stuff from your graveyard, probably wins with like Underworld Breach. I think that card's gonna actually be very good. Grow some arms, how about that? Web Shooter, terrific team up, Heroes Hangout, Mountain, Black Cat. All right, that's our first Black Cat. Basically upgraded, I think upgraded Gonti. More expensive, but you see more cards. Spinneret, Venom from the starter decks, Counterspell. They love printing Counterspell with whatever crossover they're doing. There's always a Counterspell with Sweetheart and Ultimate Green Goblin extended foil. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I don't know how we're doing. I'm feeling like the first box was good and the second 2 boxes have not been that good considering the amount of money we're into them, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, the prices are so in flux at the moment anyway. Schwamp, Mary Jane, Lady Octopus. How about it? Ooh, okay, there we go. Norman Osborn. These are the cards you want. You want the non like super crazy stuff, like the $10,000, $20,000 Soul Stone or whatever. Out of just like the normal stuff, the flip cards in the comic book styles are just some of the best cards that you can just normally get in the set. And I think Norman Osborn, although I wish this was my boy Fleam. Where's my boy Fleam? Green Goblin, you're fine, but Fleam, that is an actual character. Inferno, move over, Green Goblin. Fleam is here. Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior. Ooh, that foiling does look, I do like that foiling. I'm telling you, so many art cards, infinite art cards. Let's look closer. I feel like the way the border pops in the foiling looks really nice. It does look really good. That is a cool looking card. Well, all right, last pack of box number 3. We could really use a $20,000 Soul Stone. That would be, I would not complain. Or Baghead Spider-Man, either one. We will accept either one, Wizards. This pack only. The offer's off the table. Spider-Man Noir, Island, Venom Blast. I feel like these starter deck cards in the super expensive collector boosters are kind of a waste of a slot. Shadow of the Green Goblin, Cheering Crowd, Rite of Replication. We've gotten a few of those. Lady Octopus. Ugh. All right. Lady Octopus is one of those cards that people will think is good, but once they play with it, they're going to be like, it's actually way harder to use than I thought. All right. Box number 4. Let's see how we're doing. I mean, what's this mean? 24 more packs to get the Soul Stone or a costume change Spider-Man. Ooh. All right, there we go. Box number 4. So I want to say box number 1 good. Box number 2 and 3 equally mediocre. Box number 4. This is gonna be the one. This is the one. I have faith in Spider-Man for some reason. Spider-Man will save us, but not Gwen Stacy. I don't know what she did, but Web Warriors, Mountain, Web of Life and Destiny, Electro, okay. I mean, one of the better rares. Craven the Hunter, Shock, Parker Luck, all right. Not the craziest pack. I swear we need some, there's some mythics we haven't seen. A lot of the rares I feel like we've already seen over and over again. What do we get in this pack? Get through them commons into hide on the ceiling. All right. I mean, I really feel like this card's gonna be good, gonna be worth something. Mary Jade, grasping tentacles. Target opponent mills 8. You can put an artifact card from that player's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. So 3 mana mill 8. Maybe in Commander, not in Constructed. All right, wins the change. That's still fine. And Bio-Organic Carapace. There's some Mary Jane action. I'm curious, do y'all actually do anything with the art cards? Like, now that I always just literally treated them like tokens, and they just end up in some random bulk, like, throwaway box. But do people collect them? Are there actually people watching this video that collect the art cards? I'm curious. And has the fact that they have cool art on them now, has that made you, like, has Universes Beyond made you start collecting them, or recent sets? Biogenic Carapace, again. How about a Kraven's Last Hunt? Ooh, Gwen Stacy, okay. Not foil, unfortunately, but again, flipping over into Ghost Spider. I feel like Gwen Stacy lags behind the other ones. I don't know if it's the character or the card or what, but price-wise, this is not as high as, like, Miles or Peter Parker, but still good. Mystic Confluence, and, all right, another extended foil, Mr. Negative. We'll take it. Mr. Negative, I think when it's all said and done, I feel like it's got to be one of the more popular commanders from the set. I don't know. Maybe all the Spider-Man will be all people build out of the set. What do we get out of this pack? How about Peter Parker's camera? Lady Octopus again. Sensational Spider-Man. This was the first card they spoiled from the set. And I was like, oh, the Spider-Man set's going to have like a stun counter theme. And then they previewed the set, and I don't think there's another stun counter in the entire set. Maybe there's one on a random comment or something, but it's definitely not the theme. Shadow of the Goblin. This card is actually pretty cool. So this is what? Remove the Mask or something the name is. But there's a super old Magic card called Unmask. The same artist did this art, and it's a very obvious callback to Unmask, a Magic card printed like 25 years ago, which I thought was actually a super cool callback. I really like. One of my criticisms of the set is I felt like it didn't like mechanically fit that well into Magic. Like, it's spiders that are in the wrong colors to play with spiders and so forth. But I think stuff like this is a cool way to integrate sets like Spider-Man into the game's history a little bit. So more of that I would be fine with. What do we get here? Cheering crowd. Boo. We don't want more of you. Hide on the ceiling. Spot living portal. Unexpected windfall. Oscorp Industries. Man, are we going to go through this whole thing without getting a Soul Stone? Even the base version of Soul Stone's like over $100 currently. It is easily the chase card of the set, and we have gotten literally 0 of them, which is very concerning. That's where the money's at. How about Spider-Man Miles Morales? Sure. That Spider-Man, leave her alone, Spider-Man. What did Gwen ever do to you? Interdimensional Wed Watcher, Skitherix, Lady Octopus. All right. Sure. So what Marvel set do you want to see next? We know they're doing multiple Marvel sets, several Marvel sets. Speculation there might be 6 altogether with 1 Soul Stone in each. But what else would make sense from a Marvel perspective? I'm the what's an X-Men guy, remember, so I'm not the person to answer this question. Clone Saga, Ren is due. Clever Impersonator. Oh, okay. I mean, that's a Gwen. That's a Gwen Stacy, this time in foil. Ghost Spider. Variant. I think this is the more valuable of the 2 variants. I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's a hit. It's not a Soul Stone level hit, but it still is a hit. We will accept it. This pack's getting a little light though, or this box is getting a little light. More than halfway through it. But I feel like Avengers, I've heard of that before. X-Men, beyond that, I have no idea. Swamp. Superior Spider-Man, Black Cat, with the comic book treatment. Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. We got to get the other version for the deck, for our bagel and schmear deck here. We haven't found the base version yet. Hunter's Insight and a Spider Sense. Not sure how good this card is. Web Slinging Counterspell's interesting. Only hitting instants and sorceries and triggered abilities, though. Doesn't get Soul Cauldron, doesn't get Profs. Well, I think it's a card. Remember, these cards exist for so long now. Like, even in Standard, they exist for 3 years. So I imagine it's a card that will matter in the future, I would guess. But I don't know if I play in the current Standard meta. Forest. Ooh, all right, Norman Osborn. I mean, so this is not the greatest version. This is just the base foil. But Fleam, where are you, Fleam? But this is, it's another Fleam. Who would not want another Fleam? Symbiote Spider-Man. Ooh. How about Superior Spider-Man? Rest in peace, this time in foil, and Strength of Will. Man, the last card in the pack is where the money is. That's usually where the money is. And I feel like our last card in the packs have not been that good this time. Disappointing. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, we got another token for our guy in the garage eating food deck. It is coming along nicely. How about Red is due, Jackal, Green Goblin Nemesis, Savage Beating, and Sandman. Da-na-na-na-na. Enter not off to Never Land. Oh, Metallica. All right, what do we get? Two more packs out of this box. Subway Train. Yeah, this card. This is another kind of like, I don't know, guy doing the normal thing. And I don't know. I just don't know about that spaceship in the background. I don't know. Is that an Easter egg of some kind? Spider-Man India. How about a Schwamp? Multiversal Passage. All right, that's fine. We'll take it. Peter Luck. Nah. Ooh, Spider-Punk. All right, that's a nice Spider-Punk. Oppo Agent. I mean, we'll take Oppo Agent. That is a valuable card. And Carnage Crimson Chaos. I have not noticed any special foiling on these cards. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I feel like it's all normal. Man, that's another, look at that. Look at that. My art card, Wizards. Look at that, out of the box. Look at that, Wizards. That could have been a $20,000 Soulstone with a ding in it. All right, last pack of box 4, and we really could use something good because I feel like we might be getting kind of wrecked. After box, well, I don't know, maybe it's way better than I think, and everything's going to add up way more. Silk, Scarlet Spider-Man Riley, Ultimate Green Goblin, oh, Master Weaver, and Craven. All right, well, one more box to go. Here we go. Box number 5. This has got to be the one. Look at how good I am at opening. Ooh, just twist, pull. All right, I'm going to cut this out. Professional box opener here. All right, last box. So all we want out of this box is a friggin' Soulstone. A Baghead Spider-Man, and another Bagel and Smear. And then I'll be happy. That's it. Actually, no, we really need the Peter Porker, the pig eating a hot dog for the Graham O'Brien deck. Oh, guy in a chair. Wait, yeah. You go over there. We're gonna be able to build 2 copies of the Graham O'Brien deck here in a minute. Mountain. How about a Symbiote Spider-Man, Shadow of the Goblin, Cheering Crowd, Goblin Bombardment, and Friendly Neighborhood. I will say, opening a lot of boxes of these, it does remind me a little bit of like Assassin's Creed. Not as bad. Or like Aftermath or something. It feels like the redundancy of the rares reminds me of that. But now there's some random comments thrown in. Spider-Man Noir, Island, Origins of Spider-Man, Black Cat, another Spider-Punk, Terminate with pretty cool art, and Iron Spider Stark Upgrade. Man, we're not gonna get. Are we gonna open 5 boxes and not get a Soulstone? If we open 5 boxes and don't get a Soulstone or a costume change Spider-Man, that's really rough. I think the math is maybe not in our favor at this point. But value-wise, if we don't hit one of those, oh man, this might be disastrous. Lizard. All right, Cosmic Spider-Man. We will accept a Cosmic Spider-Man. I expect people will build that as commander. Mystic Confluence in foil, and a Black Cat comic book. Sure. Oh, there's a hot dog. Put you over there. I'm getting nervous that we're not gonna get it. I don't know, like I said, maybe these cards are adding up way more than I think. It's just so rough when boxes are $800-900. If you don't hit some of the high-end stuff, it is hard to make that back. Even during our chaotic inflated presale period. Swamp, Radioactive Spider, Hide on the Ceiling, sure. Spider Sense, sure. Ooh, Doc Ock, Armed and Dangerous, Tentacling up a Spider-Man, and Another, okay. I mean, it's the hide on the ceiling pack. Extended hide on the ceiling pack. One of them's foil, though. Hopefully hide in the ceiling ends up being worth something, because we have opened a lot of those. All right. What do we have? Almost through the first half of box number 5, our final box. Ooh, guy in the chair. What do we get? Forest, Scarlet Spider-Man, Riley, Mary Jane Watson, Ultimate Green Goblin. Oh, I messed it up. Infernal Grasp. That art is cool. The card's not worth anything. The art's cool, though. And a Symbiote Spider-Man. This is another one, like, oh, man, I just don't know about the prices. Is Symbiote Spider-Man a $5 card? A 25-cent card? A $10 card? If this was a Magic character, you print this exact same card, but it's an in-universe card, I would fully expect it to be a bulk rare, right? 25 cents, 50 cents, whatever, something like that. Is there a Spider-Man bump? That is the question, similar to Final Fantasy. Are people going to pay more for Symbiote Spider-Man because it's Symbiote Spider-Man? Just because they love Spider-Man? That's a question that I don't have the answer to. But we're going to find out pretty soon as a City Pigeon. Well, look at that hot dog. That's not a guy, though. Does a City Pigeon count as a guy? Does it go in the deck? Do we put it over there? Yeah, it is another hot dog. Man, this set has, I'm pretty sure, 200% more hot dogs than all the rest of Magic sets combined. Hey, Miles Morales. Okay, that's a hit. Not the best version, but still, that is a hit. Carnage, sure. Peter Parker's camera, sure. 9 lives. We haven't seen that before. That's a new one. And cheering crowd. We love you, Spider-Man. We do not love opening cheering crowd, though, because speaking of bulk rares, I'm pretty sure that one's a bulk rare. It's a bulk rare, and it doesn't even have Spider-Man on it, so I don't think it's going to be saved by the character. Well, second half of box 2. If we're going to hit ourselves a Soul Stone, we are running out of time. Spider-Man UK with the super big flag. Look at that flag. It just waves for days and days. Planes. Hey, we did it. Okay. We might not get a Soul Stone. We might not get Baghead Spider-Man, but at least we got a Spider-Ham Peter Porker, which definitely goes in the deck. That is a pig eating a hot dog. Actually, wait, that's another hot dog. 300% more hot dogs than the rest of Magic put together. Kind of impressive, actually. Oscorp Industries, Doc Ock, Master Planner. How about a Hex and Agent Venom? Well, okay. We achieved one of our goals, which is get the pig eating the hot dog for the guy in his garage eating food deck. That means in these packs, Baghead Spider-Man, we got, what, 5 left? All right. This pack's going to be the Baghead Spider-Man, and then the last pack, we're saving them all for then. The last 2 packs, Soul Stone, Baghead Spider-Man, and then we retire on our newfound Spider-Man wealth to build the deck. Whoosh. See, Secret Identity is the name of the card. This is a card that calls back to Unmask with the same artist even. Swamp. Death of Gwen, Spider-Man, leave her alone. Death Against Stacy, Jackal. Villainous Wrath. Terminate. Well, okay, that's a cool looking multiversal passage. It's foil, the art's good. Not a Soul Stone, but we'll take it. We'll replace it here in our little, how about that, multiversal passage. Actually, no, wait. Hang on. We gotta do this properly. There we go. That's where we keep our most important card we've opened so far. All right, what do we get out of, oh boy, pack number 8 out of box number 5, I want to say. Spider-Man, oh, that's another one. Heroic Horde. Island. Lethal Protection. 4 mana, blow up a creature, return target 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand at sorcery speed. Man, you can tell it's a starter deck card, that's for sure. Spider-Woman, Spawning Savior, could be a standard playable card. Urban Retreat, good card. Beast Within. Would I play this Beast Within? Probably. I don't have a special version of Beast Within that I always play. This one does look pretty cool. And Hydro Man, Fluid Felon. I really like the design on Hydro Man. It's not worth the money but that's okay. Man, 3 packs. We need a spectacular Spider-Man, and we need us a Soul Stone, and we're running out of time. Okay, how about planes? Another Spider-Punk, sure. Radioactive Spider, this time with the showcase treatment. Doc Ock, again. Parallel Lives. Ooh, okay, that's a hit. That's it. This is I believe the most expensive card, or tied for the most expensive card on the Marvel sheet. The funny thing is I don't actually like the art on this one. I think the art actually looks kind of jank. Not the artist, just like the concept of the art I don't really like. Yeah, I don't actually like the art, but I'm not going to complain about opening a $40, $50 bill. And Kraven's Last Hunt. It is so cool that it actually looks like a comic book panel. Like, it just, the concept on that. Wow, look at that signature. War? Who's the artist? Oh, that's Wayne Reynolds' signature? I guess I make Wayne R. Okay, I get it. Well, all right, here we go. So this is a pack with the Baghead Spider-Man, right? And then the last one is the $20,000 Soul Stone. All right, let's, wait, there it is. You go over there. Okay. Here we go. 2 packs to go. This and one more. The penultimate pack of our $4,000 Spider-Man opening. All right, Forest, Urban Retreat, fine, but not a banger. Spinner and Spiderling, not fine nor a banger. Grasping Tentacles, sure, whatever. Silk Guard, okay, and... Well, okay. Okay, it's not the Spider-Man, but Anti-Venom, Horrifying you.